a concise approach to top-down market strategies and the forces affecting investments. That's the spoken word on investing.
Time to check in with our Chief Equity Strategist, John Blank, once again, joining us via Skype for the lowdown on what he calls a sleeper industry, agricultural operations. John, why is this a sleeper?
Yeah, Terry, the reason I call it a sleeper industry is typically when you look at from a top-down perspective, you want to go sector to industry to company. It's called a telescope, meaning you can find your way down from the big to the little through the intermediates. But what happens here in staples, it's a very unattractive sector. It has a 20 forward PE, while the S&P has a 17 forward PE. Very unattractive sector. But what's interesting is within an unattractive sector is a very attractive industry called agricultural operations. This is running counter to the broader trend of consumer staples and being bid down. It's getting bid up because it's really thought of in terms of a materials company like a gold company or an iron ore company or a steel company, or an energy company like natural gas or coal. And so these agricultural operations companies get a bid. The other reason, Terry, is agricultural operations and the Trump 100 days thing. A lot of these companies that are U.S. based and listed in the U.S. are processors and value-added distributors of marketed U.S. products, domestic products. So that's the other reason they get a bid, is that they're a sleeper Trump trade.
But there's one fly that could possibly be in the ointment here, right? The strong dollar?
The strong dollar is a fly in the ointment. You have to be aware that it could cause problems here. But what I want to tell people is a thing like a company I'm going to throw out there, ADM, Archer Daniel Midland, a company I like. Take a look at it. It's a big Illinois-based multinational, and that's the word. They're a multinational. So they're going to be able to deal with hedging of the currency risk or producing abroad or figuring this out. So the problem with the strong dollar in this market is it's nothing new for these players. They're multinationals, and they're already ready to hedge that risk. If they already have it, they will.
All right, what about Calavo Growers?
Calavo Growers, and another name I'm going to throw out, Fresh Del Monte. These are two California-based names. Calavo Grower is basically avocados, and Fresh Del Monte, obviously, they do a lot of different fresh truck produce, Central Valley type stuff. Very old name up in the Central Valleys of California. And here again, buy U.S., buy local, and also buy in a market where you've got some undervalued and underappreciated names. These are two names that are showing up as strong Zacks ranks, meaning their business is strong. Their fundamental EPS growth revisions are up, but they've also been overlooked, and that's why I like them. And
you've also done your part for health consciousness, too, while you were at it.
There you go, Terry. There is. That's a good point. Some of these fresh and local is segue into the nutrition consciousness of the United States. That's another trend, another theme to play with these, and it's very worthy of people to point out, particularly when they look at California-based truck produce type companies.
All right, that's the latest from our Chief Equity Strategist, John Blank. With John, I'm Terry Ruffalo.